Hi guys, this is Ramesh. In this video, we are going to see about screen orientation in Android. Okay, so what is screen orientation? The screen orientation is also known as a screen rotation, the attribute of activity element in Android. When screen orientation change from one state to other, it is also known as a configuration change. Okay, the screen orientation has a two types. One is a portrait and another one is a landscape. Okay, first. Open the Eclipse and click the file new and Android application project. Then give the Android application project as a file name. Okay. File name as a screen orientation. Then create four buttons. One is for portrait and another one is for a landscape and another one is for a portrait reverse and then last landscape reverse. So what is portrait? Portrait is a mobile view and then landscape is a laptop view. Okay, the portrait reverse means it will reverse the screen into portrait side. Then top to bottom means it will turn into reverse bottom to top. So landscape reverse means it will reverse the screen into the landscape side. So we are creating four buttons and name it as these four. And we are creating one text view. We can name it as the screen orientation. So we are moving into the XML file. Okay. Um, for all the button, I'm creating a text as a first button for a portrait, and then second button for landscape, and then third button for portrait reverse, and then last button for a landscape reverse. Then we can place it a text size. I'm placing it as a 15 dB. If you need, you can put the text size. If you want default size, you can leave it as it is. For all the buttons, I am putting 15 dB. If you need any background color or background any color changes, type it as a Android dot background. You can change it as color if you need. Then I'm creating the text view and creating the text view as a screen rotation. I'm giving is the text size of 20 dB. And then I'm giving the text style as a bold and italic. Okay, this is the example file. Oh, so we are moving into the main activity. Okay, this is the main activity. Main activity, we are creating five buttons. So button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4, and button 5. So I will give it shortly as a BT1. Then we are going to import button. Import button as a BT1 is equal to button find view by ID r.id dot button 1. So this is the line for importing a button. So for we need to create four buttons. So we are doing that for BT2. So for button 2, BT3 for button 3, BT4 for button 4. We are putting each button, importing each button. So button 1 to button 4, and then declaring BT1 dot set on click listener new view dot on click listener. This is a declaration line for button. So what is the on click listener? When we click the button, the activity must be done. For that thing, we are putting on click listener. And then when we finish declaring the on click method, on click listener, the method is created. Then the set request orientation. So what is the set request orientation is using? We need to give the request for the activity must be done. So if we are giving that button to activity, must we send the request? We are giving the request for the portrait mode in this line, screen orientation. Then for button 2, we are setting the request orientation for the landscape mode. For button 3, we are giving the request for screen orientation, portrait reverse. And then the last one, for button 4, we are setting a request for screen orientation, reverse landscape. Then giving the close braces and the semicolon. After clearing all the error, if there is no error, click the programming file and right click run as a Android application. Then it will run the program. Just wait for the program to give the output. Yeah, when the output is displayed like this. So when we click the program portrait, it will be as a portrait. It will never turn because this is a portrait position. When we click the landscape, the screen is moved to right side like a laptop view. Yeah, I'm clicking portrait to see the normal. Next, portrait reverse. When we click the portrait reverse, it will the top and bottom will be as a reverse side, the bottom to top. Yeah, yeah, like this. Okay, we can go back to the portrait mode. Then what is the landscape reverse? It will reverse it as a landscape side, like this. Yeah, can move back to the portrait. So this is the screen orientation programming, portrait mode, landscape mode, portrait reverse, and landscape reverse. Thank you.